What happens when the world ends, but humanity refuses to die? That's the question posed by Paradise, the 2025 sci-fi thriller that blends political drama, survival horror, and a chillingly realistic glimpse at humanity's potential future. Paradise is the brainchild of Dan Fogelman. Yes, the same creator behind This Is Us, a more contrasting show you could not find. But instead of family drama, he's given us something far darker and more ambitious. The series debuted in January 2025 on Hulu in the United States and Disney Plus internationally. It instantly caught attention for its bold concept, humanity's last survivors living in an enormous underground bunker after a series of apocalyptic events. Now here's the hook. When President Cal Bradford, played by James Marsden, is found dead inside the bunker, suspicion falls on everyone, and the series becomes a tense mix of murder mystery, political intrigue, and survival thriller. Critics have largely been impressed. The show holds an 86% critic score and an 84% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, praised for its ambition, though some say it packs in maybe too much at times. But whether you love it or critique it, no one can deny it certainly grabs your attention. The world of Paradise feels frighteningly plausible. In the story, there is a mix of disaster strikes almost at once. A super volcanic eruption in Antarctica, which results in a massive tsunami which engulfs the Earth, and the looming shadow of nuclear war as nations and people cling to survival. The bunker, dubbed Paradise, was designed to protect humanity's most powerful and resourceful survivors, leaders, and the wealthy elite and their protectors. But inside, it's everything but a paradise. Tensions simmer, loyalties fracture, and in the claustrophobic underground prison, the apocalypse outside is mirrored by the implosion of humanity from within. It's dystopian, nihilistic, and yet eerily believable, and not as far-fetched as it may seem. Now, one of the biggest strengths of Paradise is its cast. Let's talk about the stand-up performances. Firstly, Sterling K. Brown here plays Xavier Collins. Xavier is a lead Secret Service agent tasked with protecting President Bradford. When the president is murdered, he becomes both investigator and potential suspect. Now, Sterling K. Brown delivers a tour de force, layered and complex and emotional performance. He plays Xavier as a man haunted by loyalty but driven by truth, easily one of his best performances of his career, and he even acts as an executive producer on the show. Julianne Nicholson here plays Samantha, codename Sinatra, Redmond. Samantha is the richest self-made woman in the world, and within the bunker, she is the true power broker. She's clearly inspired here by the likes of Elon Musk, figures with ambition, ruthlessness, and wanting to reshape the world on her terms. Nicholson plays her with chilling control, calm, deliberate, and terrifying. She might be the show's most unforgettable character. Sarah Shahi plays Dr. Gabrielle Torabi, a psychotherapist and grief counselor. Gabriella represents idealism and passion, but inside Paradise her ideals start to fracture. Sarah Shahi brings warmth and depth, making Gabriella one of the few good souls trying to cling to humanity in an inhumane world. Then we have James Marsden as President Cal Bradford. Bradford is only seen alive in flashbacks, as the president was found murdered early in the story. His Secret Service codename, Wildcat, in many ways acts as a good reminder of the type of personality he possesses. Marsden plays him with an almost sort of JFK-like type of charm and style. He's usually charismatic, complicated, a man trying to live up to his father's ideals and yet trying to impress his own son. Shallow on the surface, but with surprisingly hidden layers. A good man, but maybe not strong enough to be president at such a apocalyptic time. The dynamic between these characters and the incredible performances are what really elevates Paradise beyond just another apocalypse drama. Now, albeit that I found every episode to be enthralling and fascinating, the one that has to stand out is episode 7, titled The Day. This episode is completely harrowing. It's one of the most frightening, realistic, and emotionally devastating hours of television I've ever seen. We witness the full collapse, a catastrophic tsunami, the volcanic eruption in Antarctica, and the terrifying escalation towards nuclear war. The imagery is surreal, yet shockingly grounded, so much so it doesn't feel far-fetched. It feels rather like a warning, a glimpse of a future we might genuinely face. The episode left me shaken. Now yes, it isn't completely scientifically accurate, but for me it's rather the message that the show provides, the idea that humanity always sits on the brink, that is truly the power of this episode. This episode left me shaken. It builds dread with precision, showing not only the disaster itself, but the unraveling of the human psyche as survival instincts take over. It's Paradise at its absolute peak. What makes Paradise stand out is how it blends genres. It's part sci-fi, part political thriller, part survival horror, but at its heart, it's about human nature under pressure. The bunker setting almost feels loosely like a Lord of the Flies brought underground. Power struggles, manipulation, and the survival instincts play out in every corridor. And then there's the Musk-inspired character of Sinatra, highlighting the terrifying idea that in a post-apocalyptic world, it's not governments or democracy that leads us, but the richest and most ambitious individuals. That's a chilling concept. Even though it's fictional, Paradise never feels completely far-fetched. Supervolcanoes, tsunamis, nuclear tension, these are real-world threats. That's what makes it so effective. It's sci-fi grounded in terrifying plausibility. When I first heard about Paradise, I wasn't sure. The concept seemed almost too wild. Another apocalyptic show, another dystopian setting. Did we really need it? But once I started watching the show, it hooked me in instantly. The tension builds every single episode. The performances are magnetic, and by the time you get to episode 7, well, I was all in. This isn't just a story about survival. It's about power, morality, and what humanity becomes when the world above is gone. It's bleak, it's terrifying, but it's also poignant and riveting. Paradise is definitely one of the landmark shows of 2025. Brilliantly acted, chillingly written, and frighteningly realistic. It's tensed, nuanced, full of layered characters, and visually striking. If you're into dystopian thrillers that feel just a little too close to home, then this is your show. Paradise gets a 9 out of 10. It's a must-watch, a story with legs that could carry into multiple seasons. Do you agree with my review, or what did you think of Paradise? Please comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dive reviews.